Athletics. We are in the 11 o'clock hour now. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Trying to stay warm over here in Chicago, but other than that, I'm doing great.
So let's start there. Okay, so you're in the South Side, and my dad is actually from the South Side of Chicago. So I've gone out there a couple times. Do you have a list of places where you like to go and places you don't got to say the places you don't like to go, but a list of you enjoy going? Oh, we get to go to Chicago, or we get to go to New York. Do you have a top three or top list of places you like to go?
Without a doubt. I mean, Chicago is up at the top of my list for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I love the city. I love getting on a boat and just taking the little river tour through the city. I've probably done that about 8 or 9 times within the last few years. So this is one of the top cities. I love Toronto. Toronto's great. It's a clean city. It's a good time. And last year we were here for a week. We played the Cubs and the White Sox last year, so we were here for a week with an off day. So I mean that makes it a special trip. And then the rest of it throughout the cities. I mean, there's great. New York's always good. Boston's always good. I mean, San Diego, that's home for me. I really love Seattle. So there's a lot more good cities. There's a couple cities that I won't mention where I'm like, we could do without this one. But
Right,
Chicago,
right.
Toronto, probably my top two. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Talking to Eric Martin's third base coach for the Athletics. Coach, I see, and if you're in the car, coach is, you're in the dugout, coach? That's what it looks like.
I'm down in the dugout, man. I wanted to give you some field access down here, and we just got here.
Wow.
We had a battle. We had a little later bus today, and so
Okay.
I just wanted to get outside and be able to be able to join you guys, man. So it's
I, I
good.
appre-
And
well,
plus,
it
it's
looks good.
might as well get used to this weather. I'm gonna be in it all day.
That's right. That's right. Well, it looks good. And I was going to say, because I see for those in the car, Coach has on the Breaking Barriers Jackie Robinson shirt. It is Jackie Robinson Day. Coach, there's a couple days that Major League Baseball kind of likes to celebrate. You got Mother's Day, Father's Day, and a couple other situations where MLB will celebrate it in a way. Talk about Jackie Robinson Day. Everybody wears 42, and it's a really uh, great day to highlight what Jackie did. Is there a different feeling on days like this where you're kind of celebrating something?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, this if it wasn't for Jackie, I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Mm-hmm.
He epitomizes, integrity, perseverance, what he went through to allow people of color and different races to be able to play this game. So we're forever grateful for Jackie and what he's done. And when we're able to wear his number, it's definitely a special day. And it's all about him today. So I mean, very appreciative of the things that he's done for us and allowed us to live our dreams and the things that he had to do to go through it for us to be able to do it. So I mean, it's very appreciative, and it's one of those days where you realize the man himself. So
Yeah. Talking to Eric Martin's third base coach for the Athletics here on our coaches show on the Allen Stiles Show. So, coach, look, man, I know you got to be careful here. And I know you have to treat every team with respect. Okay. So I understand what I'm asking, but I'm going to ask you like this. You had to play the Cubs. You had to play the Padres. You had to play the Mets. Is it nice to get out to the South Side and, face a team that is not viewed as a juggernaut? Does it feel like, man, this has been a bit of a gauntlet and, 2-7 at Sutter Health, but you look at the team that you played, most of them are in first place. Is it nice to just face kind of a more normal team out there in the South Side?
well, it's part of our process. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? We want to be competitive, and any day, any team can beat anybody. So it's not
Right.
really even thinking about that and going out and thinking, oh, we finally got a little bit of a break because we got to go out and play baseball, and we
Mm-hmm.
got to go and win baseball games. So it's not a matter of the opponent. I mean, we were in all those games. The Cup Series was a little tough, but we played the Padres tough. We easily could have beat them a couple times. The same with the Mets. You know what I mean? So we're
Mm-hmm.
competing and we're really, really close to where we want to be, and we see ourselves as a team moving forward. Whatever team is on the other side, it doesn't matter. We expect to go out there and win anytime, any against anybody anyway. So
Yeah. Got to do it. Talking to Eric
Yeah.
Martins, Coach Eric Martins of the Athletics. Coach, a couple of the guys are a little cold right now. Where is that line of, because I remember back even when I was playing, when it becomes a thing and you start tweaking stuff and then it just snowballs. Where is the line when a guy is struggling to where the hitting coach and just the organization, the coaching staff says, hey, we're noticing you doing this. Nowadays, you got video. You can take BP during the game. I mean, the overthinking that I would do would probably be incredible. But where is that line where it's, hey, some of it is baseball. When you look at the exit velo, if somebody is 0 for 4, but their exit velo is over 100 or on average, does that get viewed differently? How do you work that process of we're feeling good about our swing or, hey, I'm ready to maybe try something else?
Yeah, that's that fine line. When I used to do the hitting, that was always the most difficult part as a coach was being able to know that that this guy's struggling. You can see the frustrations mentally, even
Mm-hmm.
sometimes physically, but you need to keep positive and you need to keep the process going with them, right? And you just
Mm-hmm.
start recognizing the small things first. You don't make big mechanical tweaks this early in the season, right? They've been
Right.
working on what they've been working on since either last year, the offseason. You start looking at pitch recognition. Are they swinging at the right pitches? Are they staying with their approach? And then now, if those things start to add up and you say yes, 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 and yes, and then maybe you need to break down the swing a little bit more. But right
Mm-hmm.
now, I mean, our guys are, we got guys that are hitting, we got guys that aren't. That's just baseball in general. We know what this team can do when everybody's hitting. And I know we're really, really close to turning that corner where we want to be as a team. I mean, we're like I said, we've played these teams early and we've competed with them.
Mm-hmm.
A hit here, a play here, a pitch there, or something like that, and things could be different. We could have won early in the year. We could have won 3 out of 4 in Seattle, or maybe even won the whole series. So it's one of those things where it's just like you look where you're at, how you're playing. Look at the guys who are hitting, who are not hitting, especially the guys in our lineup right now. They're gonna, at the end of the day, at the end of the season, you're going to look up at their numbers. Their numbers are going to be their numbers. You're going to be like, you don't even know what happened in April with those
Right.
guys. You know what I mean? That's baseball. It's just how it goes, man. It's some guys are notorious slow starters. Some guys it takes a while to get going, but once they hit their stride, they're going to be fine.
Well, it's funny. I had a coach, and he used to liken the weather, right? And you have guys
Yeah.
that like hitting and go. Because
Yeah.
I was one of those guys. I played in Philly. My split before April and after April was incredible. So they used to say, sun get hot, Allen get hot. Are there guys like that is pretty obvious? Hey, man, I can't feel my hands. These hand warmers don't even work. Just get me to May, June, and then maybe we could do something.
Yeah, that was one of those guys.
Yeah.
That was me, man. I'm so kept till I die. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
this 50, 60 degree stuff for me was not. I mean, and I'm talking 60. That's a shame
Right.
when we're talking about 60 being cold. But that
Mm-hmm.
was true, man. Beginning of the year, it was cold, man. You're just surviving. You're just trying to get some good at bats going. But yeah, I mean, the weather does have a big part of playing it. We've been pretty cold. I mean, the last weekend in Sac was awesome. I mean, but look at where we played, man. We played in Colorado in a darn blizzard. We're
Mm-hmm.
coming here to
Yeah.
Chicago, and it's going to be a little balmy here too. So, I mean, once it warms up, these guys will be fine. But yeah, definitely those guys. There are some guys that just can't hit in the cold, man, and I was one of them. So I can empathize with them.
Well, I mean, look, there comes a time where uh, you get called on. It's the bottom of the ninth, right? If you're on the other
Yeah.
team, and Mason Miller is on the bump. I might just throw out a bunt. I'm not even trying to swing right there, Coach. I mean, to be completely honest with you, when it comes to Mason Miller, is there a feeling in the clubhouse? I think back to the Kansas City Royals, who they had the 7, 8, 9 guys that would
Yeah.
just shut it down, right? And hey, let's
Yeah.
just get to the seventh. It kind of shortens the game for them. Is there a feeling in the clubhouse where it's, hey, let's just, if we have the lead going into the ninth, we know that Mason is going to get it done? Well, how nice is it having a weapon like that to kind of shut down games for you?
It is unbelievable. I mean, it is one of those things where it's just like, okay, And so you play the game a little bit differently, right? You
Hmm.
start to maybe add on that extra run, or you're going to push across for that run and maybe get a bunt down or do something to try to get that lead, because when you come into the ninth and we got Mason coming in, that we got our odds of winning are really, really high. So
Hmm.
he's special. He's one of those special guys at the end of the bullpen that is an all-star, is going to be an all-star to come. And I mean, we just need to get to that point with him, and even with maybe two outs in the eighth inning, or one out
Yeah.
in the eighth inning, in a series where we want to win this series, we might be able to bring him out of that point. But to be able to have that weapon, man, it just, like you said, it shortens the game. And we got some guys back there that are starting to fill in some roles that we can get to that point. And
Mm.
once a couple months into the season and everything settles in, we'll have those eighth inning guys to get to Mason and go like that. And our starters are throwing pretty well themselves. So, but to your point, with Mason Miller at the back of the bullpen, man, it's it really is a good feeling.
Coach Eric Martins, thank you so much. Coach, you said you like being in Chicago. Do you have any places that you normally go to eat? Are you a deep dish guy? I mean, it's casserole. That's what it is to me. I can't do it, but are you a deep dish guy? You got some spots to go to in Chicago?
You got to try them all, right? You got to go to
Yeah.
Geno's. You got to go to Lou Malnati's. You got to go to Giordano's. You know what I mean? We went to
Hmm.
Geno's yesterday just as a staff. It's just like a little lunch, and it was good. It's solid. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I like a place. There's a little steakhouse out here. I like to go to Rosebud. It's a good little spot. Sit at the bar, have a
Okay.
nice little meal, glass of wine. So I mean, there's so much good food in this city that I can't even begin to name the restaurants that I like. But I do have my normal and usual spots when I have a certain, we have a day. I've tried all
Hmm.
kinds of different places. The pizza's the pizza, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, I'm
Right.
good with it. It's like going to Philly and having a cheesesteak, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you
Right.
do it, you get it done, you have it, and you're like, all right, I'm good. Now what? What's next? So I can't eat too much of this deep dish, man. I'll be in a coma.
Yeah, no, because you're gonna be working that. What is it? The you go left arm when you're sending
I
somebody
go,
home. If you go your left arm,
I go with the right arm, man. I go with the right
okay.
arm. Yeah. So
Go with the right arm. You're going to be doing it a lot against the Chicago White Sox. Coach Eric Martins, thank you so much for joining us on our coaches show every Tuesday at 11 o'clock Pacific time, of course, even when Coach isn't on Pacific time. Coach, thank you so much. We'll talk to you again next week.
absolutely looking forward to that. Take care.
Great stuff from Coach Eric Martins, third base coach for the Athletics. On the